Search as we may, and as we do, we have yet to find anything more awesome in this universe than the human mind. The mind can not only reason, but also imagine. We can make up our own words and names for things if we want. In fact, we can create an entire universe of our own devising and fill it with fantastic characters. Pure magic, some might say, but you are about to meet someone who can do it. Her most wildly successful creation, as Mark Phillips is about to explain, is a boy.
She says the idea came to her mysteriously, and in a flash, a fully formed boy took shape in her head.
He has black hair sticking up. He has glasses. He has a lightning scar right there. He has green eyes, I think, maybe hazel.
She says there's more to our world than meets the eye, and children of all ages agree.
They'd be mouthing the words and chorusing, oh, Hogwarts, Gryffindor. It's almost like knights in shining armor. The imagination is just sparked by these books.
She says it has to do with trains, how they carry you to other places.
And I suddenly thought, wizard school. And I got so excited about the idea, I really did. But I didn't have a working pen on me, so I just had to sit there for 4 hours and think. And loads of the characters that appear in the books came to me during that train journey.
She is JK Rowling, Jo to her friends, and her Harry Potter series of children's books, also read by parents, fly off the shelves as fast as she can write them. But to appreciate them, readers of whatever age have to take a journey of their own. And that journey begins here at London's King's Cross Station, where Harry is to leave on his journey for the Hogwarts School for Wizards. He's told that his train won't leave from platform 9, nor will it leave from platform 10. Instead, Harry is told his train will leave from platform 9 3/4. Harry and the reader have to take a leap of faith and head for where platform 9 3/4 would be, about there. Only that way can they enter the world of Harry Potter and JK Rowling.
I obviously wanted it to be a hidden place at the station, and that was kind of just twisted logic. You know, where's a hidden platform going to be? Well, it's going to be between two real ones, and therefore its number will have to be a fraction if it's between number 9 and 10. And I just liked 3/4 as a fraction. He started to walk towards it. People jostled him on their way to platforms 9 and 10. Harry walked more quickly. He was going to smash right into that barrier, and then he'd be in trouble. Leaning forward on his cart, he broke into a heavy run. The barrier was coming nearer and nearer. He wouldn't be able to stop. The cart was out of control. He was a foot away. He closed his eyes, ready for the crash. It didn't come. He kept on running. He opened his eyes. A scarlet steam engine was waiting next to a platform packed with people. A sign overhead said, Hogwarts Express, 11 o'clock. You see the countryside going by. Everything seems normal-ish. But inside the train, you have all these magical sweets turning up, and they start eating weird stuff. And he sees his first sign of magic on the train. So within the train, you've got the magical world, and moving through the muggle world to a magical destination. So it just worked really well, I thought.
When she started writing Harry Potter, she was an impoverished, recently divorced, single mother with a 5-month-old child and an idea. She came to Edinburgh to be near her sister, and in cafes like Nicholson's, at the corner table by the window, she wrote.
I never expected the book to make me money, and I've been asked, it has been put to me by a journalist on one occasion. He said, okay, so you wrote this for a really good reason, money. Now that's rubbish. I was totally realistic about what writing children's books involved, and that involves no money, really, at all. I mean, a lot of really great children's writers I know also do other work. They have to.
To support their habit.
Absolutely.
But now 3 Harry Potter books are at the top of the New York Times bestseller list for adult fiction. Kids round the world have Harry's wizard mark applied to their foreheads. There's a movie deal, and Harry Potter dolls can't be far behind.
In my imagination, Hogwarts is set in the north of Scotland.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as if Jo Rowling took her inspiration from her surroundings, the brooding castle that sits above Edinburgh. But she didn't. It is handy, though, for illustrating the magical world of Harry Potter, a world non-magical muggles like the rest of us are too narrow-minded to see.
And only if you belong there would you actually see what it is.
The castle's Great Hall, for example, could be the hall at Harry's school. Almost.
The Great Hall at Hogwarts, I mean, it would be this kind of period, as I imagine it, but with the obvious difference that the ceiling in the Great Hall at Hogwarts is enchanted, so it looks like the sky outside, whatever the weather's like and whatever time of day it is. Possibly fewer weapons.
And her literary weapon is an understanding of the childhood psyche.
I was very aware when I was writing that this is a very common fantasy for children. These boring people cannot be my parents. They just can't be. I'm so much more special than that. And I think nearly everyone I know went through that at some point. And then the idea that not only are you leaving this boring existence, but you really are special. You're not only magical, but you're famous as well.
And from the fertile minds of her readers comes the fan mail full of ideas. A world where magic wands cast dangerous spells, mirrors talk back, and owls deliver the mail.
Owl racing?
In an age where a lot of kids aren't particularly well known for reading, more for watching TV or playing their computer games or what have you, was that any part of the motivation?
What, that I was going to try and get a lot of children to read?
Yeah.
I never thought I was going to do that, but there is nothing better than that, is there? There's nothing better than that. That's the most incredible thing.
JK Rowling herself doesn't have any good explanation for the wild success of Harry Potter, except that her fascination for Harry's world is reflected in the detail. The departments in the Ministry of Magic, the foods, like Bertie Bott's every flavor beans.
I just thought it would be really amusing if you also had, if it really was every flavour, and it included toenail clippings and bogies
and earwax.
Well, the funny thing is that everyone gets that because everyone must know what earwax tastes like. We all know, but it's not something you're going to talk about a lot, is it really? And it does taste revolting, I hear.
But Harry Potter is progressing beyond eating earwax. He's getting older, along with his readers, and going through the same things they're going through.
Part of the reason it's so much fun to write is they're all discovering their hormones, which is always fun to write about. And they're mainly in love with the wrong people, just to make it like life.
And as the characters age, the plot line becomes more mature as well. Harry Potter becomes Murder, She Wrote in the next installment, and everyone's afraid a favorite supporting character, perhaps Ron or the annoying Hermione, will be killed off.
Is there a progression here that the stories get
Darker.
darker?
Yeah, they do. Which I don't think anyone who's read the first 3 books will be aware that certain things are now likely to happen, and that if they happen, life's not going to get too good. So yeah, they are getting darker, definitely, and people are going to die. When I tell children that, they always say, "Don't kill Ron." I say no one's bothered about Hermione.
Right.
No one gives a damn about Hermione.
So
Everyone thinks she'll be fine.
Does Ron live or die?
I can't tell you that. Outrageous question.
In a way, Jo Rowling's journey has been no less magical than Harry Potter's. She says there will be 7 books in the series and that she's already written the final chapter. But to find out how it all ends, we'll all have to take Harry's magical journey to the end of the line.